and gentlemen, to episode 42 of CCW Alive. We have a great episode on hand for you tonight as one half of the South American Alliance, the CCW Tag Team Champions. Vinicious is in the house, and he will take on one of the top up-and-coming competitors in CCW. Also tonight, a big-time main event as Brian Bruck, back in the house with Lou Spector, will go one-on-one with the franchise of CCW, Cha-Cha Charlie. All of that plus much, much more inside the ring. But don't forget, folks, coming up this Saturday night, it's Patriot Games in Port St Lucie, the return of the Headbangers, plus all that and much, much more. It's coming down this Saturday. But now, let's head to the ring as CCW comes alive. Folks, we're set for our opening bout here on tonight's episode of CCW Live. Action-packed episode as one half of the CCW Tag Team Champions, Vinicious, set to take on Skunk Ape.
What am I looking at?
I'll tell you what, Johnny, fresh out of the Florida Everglades, I've never seen anything like Skunk Ape before.
I think okay. I have no idea what is this?
As Skunk Ape here.
What is it? Skunk Ape?
So
he's a smelly orangutan? I mean,
that's how he was identified by our ring announcer, Dan Evans. But I'll tell you what, I've never seen anything like that. There's a body block by the big man Vinicious, moving very well for his size. As you have to imagine him along with Ariel Levy, set to defend those tag team titles this coming Saturday at Patriot Games up in Port St Lucie. As Vinicious,
I think that's the end of the match right there, kids.
And takes him right down there with that Vinicious driver. And that'll do it.
So,
the winner, Vinicious.
Crawl back into whatever hole he came out of.
This is Holly Hood Haley J, the bullshittoest baddie around, and you're watching CCW Alive Wrestling.
As we are here now for our second bout on CCW Alive TV. Once again, I'm Blake Chadwick alongside the magnificent Johnny Walker as Mr. Wrestling number 3, Blake Bowman, returning to in-ring competition here tonight.
Blake Bowman, personal friend of mine, longtime associate. Well, okay, Blake just taking it right to him, but more importantly, at Blake's side today, Mr. John Hartnett. Both of these two guys, MMA mainstay guys. Blake, an announcer with MMA. John, longtime manager, promoter through MMA, different organizations and programs, making his return to CCW, has told everybody. Who's he here to see? Me, the magnificent Johnny Walker.
I'm sure that's the exact reason John Hartnett has returned to Coastal Championship Wrestling. John Hartnett also appearances on Impact Wrestling in the past, locking it up with the likes of Moose and Bobby Lashley. As right now, he's choking away on Noah King right on that middle rope.
That's not what's happening. He's just making sure Noah's okay.
I don't know what match you're watching, but Blake Bowman gonna use that assist from John Hartnett right there.
See, look, John was just stretching out.
I'm sure the calisthenics are why he returned to CCW.
You know, he's got a little kink in the shoulder there. How's it feeling?
And Bowman drops the elbow, lateral press, only gets 2.
I agree. I'm on your side here. Don't worry about it. What did I tell you? What did I tell you he's here for?
Talk about a premeditated discussion right there.
Really?
Make sure you get this little tape.
Here's a man who truly understands professional
As
wrestling.
Bowman charges into the near side corner and Noah King sticks that boot right up, and a high knee lift sends Blake Bowman right down, and a discus punch puts Mr. Wrestling number 3 right back on the mat. Inverted atomic drop right there by Noah King. He hits the ropes. Here we go. Oh, and Hartnett picks the leg of King.
Hartnett didn't do anything. Hartnett was just standing.
How are you going to tell me you didn't see that?
In fact, I think John just threw out his back, dropping his glasses on the floor. How can he pull a leg if he's throwing out his back?
And a pump handle backbreaker by Blake Bowman. Now he calls this the Lambert lock.
You should have, John. John needs to stretch a little bit more.
Paying tribute to the man who began American Top Team, Dan Lambert.
He's got it locked in. I think this is it for Noah King. There it is, the Lambert lock doing the damage.
Winner by submission, Mr. Rest number 3, Boom.
So Blake Bowman picks up the W right there.
Was there any doubt?
And Noah King is sent packing in Mr. Wrestling number 3. Back on a roll here in CCW with John Hartnett in tow.
Can you tell me who Mr. Wrestling number 1 and 2 was?
I thought Mr. Wrestling number 3 was Steve Carino in person.
Wow, really? Okay.
Gotta get sanitary.
Steve Carino.
As Blake Bowman picks up the win along with John Hartnett, and whether in singles or tag team competition, you have to think. The crew from American Top Team set to make another impact here in Coastal Championship Wrestling.
Boca Stone Design, from fabrication to installation of natural stone and quartz. Sick of seeing the same old kitchen? Revamp with us. Call us today or check us out online at bocastonedesign.com.
This Saturday, Marty Bell, you're stepping in the ring with me. Now I know this event might be called Patriot Games, but the Detroit Barbie, I don't play any, okay? When you're in there with me, you're gonna come out just like everybody else. A big, fat loser. See you then.
And the bell sounds, we're officially underway here for our next contest on CCW Live. Stefan Rivera against your favorite wrestler in CCW, The Bus, and English.
On what planet is
And
this
Rivera
behemoth
off the ropes,
of a moron?
ducks underneath the clothesline. And English catches him. And look at this. He's going to send him right down with a power slam.
Big power
1,
slam.
2, 3.
Here's your winner, the Boss, Andy English.
I'm not a fan of the Bus, we all know that, but you've got to admit the power that this man has.
An incredible performance there by Andy English. As we talked about his current hometown of Port St Lucie, Florida. And you have to imagine this Saturday night, Patriot Games coming down. In Port St Lucie, we will see the Bus arrive home.
He doesn't, listen, he's not from there.
That's where he currently resides.
But he's English. He's from England.
As Andy English looks to keep his momentum rolling this weekend here for CCW.
Hey CCW fans, Minutes to the Bell Time is your one-stop shop for pro wrestling news and information. Stay up to date with the daily wrestling news show, the Body Slam Brigade newsletter, and check out our social media for daily updates. Find out more by following Minutes to the Bell Time on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.
That July 10th, Patriot Games in Port St Lucie, you're having a match with Andy English.
Wait, Andy English? I have to wrestle? I have to touch Andy English? The short bus? I gotta touch short bus with Ping in the passenger seat? Are you kidding me? Hold on. I was angry that I gotta go to Port St Lucie. I have to go to Port St Lucie? That's like going into a furnace to eat glass. I have to intentionally go. Are you kidding? Who ordered this? I have to intentionally go to Port St Lucie just to tap out some big dumb idiot. But you know what? This may be what America needs to finally love me. July 10th. Port St Lucie. I'm sure the trash can somewhere, but that's okay. July 10th, Patriot Games, Port St Lucie. You get to come watch a red-blooded, hard-nosed American once again make some little British punk tap out and cry. You don't want to miss it. Bye-bye.
You know he's going to go for the frog splash, Johnny. If he nails it, Larry Lane is going to have to retire.
Cha-cha up high!
Larry Lane rolling in. Cha-cha overshot him. Larry kicked the DDT. He got all of it.
Both men down again. Larry rolling
Barely able to
over.
roll over though.
Wow! Almost.
Just not enough weight across the chest, Johnny. He only had the arm draped over.
It's a rare day you see Larry Lane make a rookie mistake like that and not get a full body coverage.
Larry Lane now, but no reversal by Cha-Cha. Knee to the gut.
Right in the kitchen sink.
Cha-Cha picking him up. Looking for that suplex. Sit out power slam. He could have him here. 2. Larry able to get out of there.
Listen, you got to give it to Larry Lane. The longer this match goes on, the more advantage Cha-Cha has because of Larry's age. Larry's still hanging in there. We are 15 minutes into this match, and Larry is still going.
Yeah, incredible intestinal fortitude, even with the interference from Blake Bowman. Cha-Cha Charlie now on the top rope. Oh, he got it. And that's going to do it. Sadly, we see an end to the career. Oh, my God!
Oh, no! Larry Lane kicks out of the Mango Splash!
I can't believe, what did you call it?
The Mango Splash!
The Mango Splash.
Mango, I don't speak, whatever his
Whatever you want to call it, it's Cha-Cha's signature move. And it put away every opponent that's ever been at the receiving end of it.
He's going to go for it again. Cha-Cha can't believe it. Nobody kicks out of his frog splash.
Well, Larry kicked out, but he's barely moved since then.
Now Cha-Cha's got the hat on.
He's trying to get up, but to no avail. Cha-Cha on the top rope. Larry Lane collapsing back to the mat. Oh, and he nailed it again. 1,
that's got to be it.
2, and 3. Well, it's bittersweet. A big victory by Cha-Cha. He holds on to his #1 contendership. But sadly, we must say goodbye to one of the greatest competitors here at Coastal Championship Wrestling, Larry Lane.
Hey, listen, Daddy. My tag team champs have beaten them from coast to coast. We're running out of competition. These are world-class athletes, Daddy. Lined up and come and get some. Tell them something, Ariel. Tell them my superstar.
We're beating everyone. There's no competition left. The Colognes beat them. Controversial Inc. beat them. American Horror Story beat them. Out. Legends like the Headbangers beat them. Done. Ricky Marvin, super crazy. Les ganamos.
Crazy. He is crazy. Come
No
on and get some
competition
again.
left. No one else to destroy in the path of the South American Alliance.
We're winners, Daddy.
And before the bell even sounds, Anthony Catena jumping Rude Boy. I don't think he had to pull that sort of tactic to get an advantage over Rude Boy.
Listen, the 6-tool product, he's going to do anything and everything to get a victory as quickly as possible.
Catena sending Rude Boy for a ride and connects with the back elbow as Anthony Catena has really picked up the mean streak in recent weeks here at CCW.
Well, Catena, his eyes set on gold, still searching for it, hasn't got it yet.
As we know, Catena has had a very big rivalry with Jack Stevens in recent weeks. And he's still looking for that CCW Southeastern title.
We're not looking for it, we know where it is. Jack Stevens.
In his possession, he wants it. As Catena connects with a clothesline, down goes Rude Boy. To his credit, Rude Boy does have a little bit of size, but he appears to be quite outmatched in this one with the 6-tool product.
I can never get over the porn star mustache that he has there. And the fact that, does he think he's a Yankees player?
I was going to say, donning the pinstripes there, Rude Boy. Looks like he'd be ready to take the field at Yankee Stadium.
You know why the Yankees always win, right?
Well, it's been quite some time, but why do they always win?
Because of the pinstripes. They distract the other players.
It's an interesting perspective there, and it's been over a decade since the Yankees secured a World Series, but we'll see how that all plays out as we're heading towards the fall.
Are you a Yankee hater?
Not a Yankee hater, just a realist. Wow. As Rude Boy catches a thumb to the eye. Amy Veronica, I thought you might have caught that.
I sensed a little bit of animosity there.
All in fun. Anthony Catena turns the Rude Boy around and drops him with the reverse neckbreaker. Catena now hooks that outside leg, 2, and somehow Rude Boy is able to kick out. Catena showing no respect to his opponent.
Why should he respect this guy?
You have what it takes to step in there with Anthony Catena. You have to have a little bit of something behind you.
Oh, he's got the Yankee pinstripes on.
As Rude Boy firing away with a series of rights, this could be the opening he was looking for. Sends Catena off the ropes, and Catena just catches him here. Oh, Rude Boy reverse, inside cradle too! And nearly steals this one from Catena. Catena ducks underneath, here we go, the full Nelson, turned out into the cutter. And that ought to do it, 2, 3.
Anthony Catena making a light
Here's your winner, the 6-tool product, Anthony Catena.
Wait a minute, whoa, whoa, whoa. Here's Jackal Stevens. The Southeastern champion has arrived.
Why is Jackal out here right now? What is this about?
And the clothesline sends Catena over the top. Stevens is going to follow. And we're off and running here. What a rivalry for the Southeastern title.
Both men slugging it out on the outside of the ring.
We need to get some security and officials out here to separate these two. They're about to start brawling into the crowd. I don't know if the CCW arena can hold these two.
You gotta love how through all of this, the belt has never come off of Jackal's wrist.
As Stevens and Catena brawling to the back.
Attention wrestling fans, the place to be each and every Tuesday is on the Coastal Championship Wrestling YouTube channel, where a new episode of CCW Alive Wrestling drops at 7 p.m. Witness the hard-hitting, high-flying action that is synonymous with the longest-running independent wrestling promotion in the southeastern United States. Subscribe today, and don't you dare miss it.
You know, I'm getting sick of the disrespect from the CCW offices. First, they call my distinguished gentlemen here resident scumbags. Second, they finally book us on a brew show. And wait, no, it's a battle royal. And third, at the Mid-Florida Civic Center, July 10th, we get a top main event matchup. But who is it? The Headbangers? Is this a 90s cosplay? A bunch of dress-wearing, makeup-wearing freaks are gonna strumble out of the 90s, come back, and we're expected to work with them? To wrestle them? To make them look like the stars they used to be?
No.
Listen, that's not gonna happen. I don't care what the office thinks. I don't care what anyone in Fort Pierce thinks. And I sure as hell don't care what those two flying nuns think. Come July 10th, me and my boys, we're ending some careers.
We're banging some heads. There's going to be a mosh pit, but you're not going to like it. There's going to be some thrashing.
As Unbranded Brewing Company packed to the rafters here. And Karaoui. That one reverberating all throughout this building. And Martinez into the corner. And Karaoui catches him. But Martinez returning the favor here to the near side corner. Karaoui charges in. These two going back and forth here. But Heddi Karaoui, the European uppercut. Right to the hamstring area of Alan Martinez, and that will certainly ground the high flyer. As Karaoui here. Once again, mounting some offense, much to the chagrin of this crowd here in Hialeah. As my broadcast colleague, Johnny Walker's briefly stepped away from the table, trying to figure out what he's up to. But Karaoui, oh, this is a splash in the corner here. Martinez knocks him right in the back. Here we go. Dials it up. 619. I guess we could call that the 305. As Martinez here goes for the springboard forearm. This could do it. 2 and 2 3/4. Karaoui slips that shoulder up at the nick of time. As Martinez on the cusp of victory, he thought that was enough, but makes a mistake turning his back on Heddi Karaoui, and he gets clipped. And now Karaoui right back in control. And Bruce Owens needs to be careful as Heddi Karaoui might have a screw loose. Irish whip here. Reversed by Martinez. Karaoui sends him to the apron. Martinez tries a haymaker, and he gets smacked right in the kisser. Sweeps the leg, does Karaoui. Karaoui now. The basement drop kick sends Alan Martinez right to the outside. And now Heddi Karaoui trying to build a little steam here. Where did you go, Johnny?
I had to go take care of some business, make sure things were running properly around here.
Wait a minute here. As Martinez creates a little separation, and the slingshot plunge into the outside. Beautifully done by Alan Martinez, and the tide swinging back his way. Now he's played a little bit of his game against the catch wrestling specialist.
I don't know if I'd want to be outside the ring with Karaoui, though. He's a dangerous man anyway, but even more so when there isn't anywhere to protect yourself.
As Martinez tries to cover here, hooks that outside leg, and only gets two, and you have to wonder if you're Alan Martinez, what else do I have to do to put away my opponent?
I don't think he can, honestly.
He's going upstairs.
He didn't get all of it.
Goes for that springboard double leg moonsault. And Bruce Owens says it's only two.
Yeah, but Bruce Owens is so old, it took him forever to get there to give the count.
He's the senior official here at CCW. What he says stands.
The appropriate word there is senior, as in citizen.
Need to leave Bruce alone.
Listen, Bruce is so old, his social security number is 2.
As he ducks underneath the clothesline, does Martinez. But Karaoui comes right back, nearly turns him inside out.
Wow, that was just devastating. I don't know who paid a bigger price there, Martinez or Karaoui.
And this crowd here, Unbranded Brewing Company, certainly loving what they're seeing. And Karaoui now, off the ropes, the arm drag takedown. And Karaoui, look how smoothly he's moving inside that squared circle. Both these men trying to feel each other out here. And Martinez makes a mistake.
All it takes is one mistake.
Trying to pick up the pace a bit there. But Karaoui, he's going to catch him here, rolls him through, and he's going to try to catch him there with that cross arm breaker. Oh! And he's got him here.
Martinez has to tap.
And Bruce Owens is calling for the bell. That's going to do it. Heddi Karaoui with that armbar submission.
That was just ugly. I mean, if Martinez has tapped out.
How dare she? How dare that stupid little ring announcer, Tiffany, interrupt me during my victory moment? Disrespectful. You know what, Tiffany? You got exactly what you deserved when I slammed that pretty little face through that ring. You try to take my moment? You try to steal my shine? Well, how about this, Tiffany? You want to be the star so bad? August 7th, first Saturday of the month, I challenge you to get in the ring with me. Let's see how sorry you'll be then. I'll see you at Bash at the Brew.
CCW World Heavyweight Champion, 4-time World Heavyweight Champion, and you're watching CCW Alive Wrestling.
Oh, and before the match even begins, Brian Brock attacking Cha-Cha Charlie, and you can see that mean streak and the tough customer from Port Tampa, Florida.
This is why I love Brian Brock. Just threw the referee right out of the ring in one move. Brian Brock knowing what he's got to do to take out Cha-Cha Charlie.
I'm not even sure this match will officially begin.
I think the referee just called for a disqualification on Brock.
So this is officially, I don't even think this is going to go down in the books as a victory either way.
I don't think Brock cares. He just wants to lay some punishment on Cha-Cha Charlie.
You want to make a statement in CCW, you go right after Cha-Cha Charlie, and that's exactly what Brian Brock has done. Charlie off the ropes, tucks underneath the clothesline, and there's the Thez press. As, wait a minute, Vic Arson and Miami Mike are coming out here.
It's Lou Spector's whole cadre making their way out to the ring. And we have no referee, no officials have come out.
The proverbial 4-on-1 here, as Lou Spector directing traffic, and Cha-Cha Charlie and Brian Brock are going to need to be pulled apart here.
So basically, Lou Spector has orchestrated a mugging, is what this is.
And Cha-Cha Charlie and Brian Brock laying waste to one another.
Spector has one of our security people in a headlock. Cha-Cha Charlie being pulled back by Turner and King. Brian Brock being held back by everybody else in the locker room.
As the locker room continues to empty here, security officials, wrestlers, everyone coming out. As this is surely not the last we've seen of Cha-Cha Charlie and Brian Brock.
Well, you got to admit, I told you Brock was a power player, and he made a statement walking out here.
And Johnny, you have to wonder, just a few days before Patriot Games.
This match a no contest.
Is he looking for a match with Charlie at Patriot Games? I don't know.
This very well could be a collision course set to come down in just about 4 days here for Coastal Championship Wrestling.
Right now, Cha-Cha Charlie looks a little confused and really pissed off, but I'm not real sure he knows exactly what just happened yet.
Cha-Cha Charlie, normally very happy-go-lucky, jovial, but that mean streak coming out here after being jumped by Brian Brock and the rest of Lou Spector's charges.
I got to tell you, I loved it. That's how you make a statement.
And that's certainly an incredible way to end tonight's event.
What a great episode that was once again here at CCW Alive. And remember, coming up this Saturday night, it's Patriot Games in Port St Lucie. Get your tickets now. Make sure to join us for one of the hottest events of the summer. And folks, coming up next week on CCW Alive, we're going to see a big-time main event from just last month at the Extreme Action Park, one of the biggest events of the year, Summer Glory. It's all coming down next Tuesday, right here on CCW Alive.
I'm smarter than the average bear.